What's up, YouTube? It's Jack, Crypto Guy, bringing you a time-sensitive update. Now, obviously, the inflation came out a little bit under expectations, which is typically a good thing that you would want to see. And I want to kind of give my thoughts and what I think is going to happen moving forward, because I think next week is going to be very pivotal when it comes to cryptocurrency. Now, obviously, with the CPI, it's pretty much baked in that we're going to have a interest rate cut, and there's a lot of speculation that Powell is going to basically end quantitative tightening. And I think that that's a very bullish outlook, for the future. But I think immediately we're going to see a massive sell-off. I think that we're going to see just a huge spike of volatility as soon as that's announced. So I wouldn't try to leverage trade that by any means, or just do anything other than holding my positions if you're exposed to the market. And I think that as time progresses, we're going to start seeing a lot of liquidity getting injected into the markets. The interest rates are going to be down, so that means that risk on assets are going to continue to flourish, or start to flourish, I guess, in most scenarios. And I think that stocks are going to continue to do well, and hopefully all this trade talk and issues kind of get resolved over the weekend. So I do predict that we're going to have just a lot of volatility leading into the next FOMC meeting. And hopefully that shapes up for a very bullish outlook for Q4. I still kind of remain on the fence with kind of what's going on with Binance and Wintermute and all this kind of what feels like suppression, so to frankly speaking. And I think that I have to believe that this is part of a greater reason. I don't think that they're trying to kill crypto or do anything other than suppress the price so that the big boys can kind of accumulate for when things inevitably go higher. Because when you keep pumping money into the system, naturally the assets have to go up with just inflation and the overall liquidity in the cycle. So I think that there's going to be an infinite increase of price, but that that number is going to fluctuate based on market conditions, right? So if things get really bullish, you have money printing with a weak dollar, with just a really bullish, because crypto is very momentum based. And so whenever the momentum starts picking up and everybody's talking about it, that's when you're really going to see the prices go crazy. So I really wouldn't, worry about the noise in the short term. I think that that's just going to be a big distraction, and it's meant to sway people in different directions to make them basically make irrational decisions. And if your thesis is that crypto is the future and that we're going to continue this bull run, then I really wouldn't change the course of your plan. I would also just remain cautious to see if anything changes, and obviously I'll update you if I see that. But I wanted to just kind of give you my thoughts with this, CPI data, because obviously we saw Bitcoin, go up like crazy. Well, not like crazy, but it went to $112,000, and now I think it's around 110. And there's still just some chop while the, obviously the stock market is going crazy. Gold is kind of correcting, but that's to be expected because it's had such a massive rally, lately. And there's just a lot of just little tensions going on with trade stuff. So anyway, I'm going to continue to update you guys with what I see. Just wanted to hop in here and see what's up. And as always, smash the like button, make sure you subscribe, share this video with a friend. I'll see y'all soon. Bye.